Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you each into our living room this evening where we're going to have a fairly in-depth conversation. Now, first off, I was asked to do a video for a kidney detox tea. Now, I am more than happy to do that, but I want to go in depth a little more and explain even more what you should be doing before you think about doing a detox. Now, first off, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not a practicing physician. I am an herbalist who has spent most of her life studying way too much information and stockpiling it up as much as possible. Now, with that being said, do your research as well because there's many different reasons to detox your body, especially your main organs in your body. And this is going to focus on the whole, like digestive tract and everything. Uh, we're leaving the heart out, but when your liver, your pancreas, your kidneys, everything is working well and all the toxins is going out of your body, it helps the heart because of your blood pressure. Now, I'm not pointing fingers at nobody. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. I am just stating information that I know of, what I have researched, what I have read, what I have listened to, what I have watched. So, with that being said, there is a lot of people out there who are sick in the digestive area, blood cleansing area, and so on. Yes, it is time to detox. But first, there's been too big of a trend going on making detoxing fancy and everything. No, you don't do it because it's a fad. You don't do it because it's the latest health craze. It's a conscious decision by a person to make their body healthier. Now, before you detox anything in your body, you have to make some serious decisions in your lifestyle. Before, you can detox, but why waste time detoxing when you're just going to go back to doing everything that you was doing that's made you sick? Now, with that being said, there are people who have uh, kidney diseases, kidney failure, liver diseases, liver failure, and a lot of times it's genetics. Find out about the history of your family and the ailments that have followed through the generations. Sometimes you can't stop it, it's genetics, but sometimes there's always that miracle you could stop it in its tracks from happening to you. Now, before you even think about detoxing your body, you need to make a conscious decision. Am I going to quit eating crap? Am I going to start drinking more healthier fluids? Am I going to stop or try to lessen the stress in your body, the stress that is around you, stressful people, people who cause upset, and so on? Now you have to make a conscious choice to, once you start detoxing, it's going to work, but why waste time to make yourself healthier only to go back to eating junk food and crap and fast food and high processed food and so on? You need to make a conscious decision to start eating healthier. You don't have to go crazy working out. You can walk and do light exercise. Drink more healthy fluids, and be careful what you take into your body, because a lot of times what you take into your body is not pushed out of your body and just builds up within. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of different kinds of liver damage to detoxify. Be careful. Do your research. See what might work better for you. Also, with kidney detoxing, especially if you have kidney failure, you have to be very careful. Um, Kidney disease, you can slow it down. You might be able to reverse it. It all depends on how determined you are. It's a conscious decision, y'all. And it's one that you do not take lightly, because the healthier you keep yourself. Now, I don't mean you just gotta be Mr. or Ms. Perfect. You can have a snack or a treat so often, but don't just live off of it and expect a detox to fix you, and you just go back to the error of your ways. All right, with that being said, the biggest thing to help your body detox is a healthier diet. Do you have to be vegan or vegetarian? No, they have problems too. Everybody has some kind of problem. But if you eat healthier, try to get more vegetables in your diet. If you can't do fresh, frozen is the next alternative. If you can't do the frozen, do the canned. If you can't do that, dehydrate your vegetables. Can your own vegetables. Find a way. Healthier meats, not junk meat. Uh, let's see, what else? Beans, fiber. Now, the thing, especially with kidney disease and kidney detoxing, you need to realize that you need to take in a little bit less potassium. Now, don't cut potassium completely out, or you'll make yourself even sicker. And another thing that causes a lot of problems with internal organs is inflammation. A lot of your detoxing is a form of diuretics, where not only are you cleansing your whole system out, you're pulling out excess water, which in return will drop inflammation, will also drop high blood pressure. Also, it will. Your kidneys are extremely important. They are your blood purifiers. They cleanse your blood. Now, if your kidneys are not working at optimum, then yes, toxins, uh, disease, so on, sickness can, go right through and be bypassed. Now, a lot of times, because too much stress, too much toxins, too much fat, also hereditary, can cause kidney stones. There's a lot that plays into the whole system, and you need to do your research to find out what's right for you. Don't just jump into detoxing. It's a state of mind. You have to correct yourself for it all to balance out and work straight. Now, what I was asked for is about kidney detoxing. You need to be careful, because the kidney detoxing process is a diuretic. It will it will cause your kidneys to work more, because it's going to be filtering your blood even more, because your body's passing out more fluid, trying to flush it out, trying to flush more fat, more toxins, and so on. So be careful how much you stress your kidneys out. Start eating healthy. Now, you don't have to just detox with teas. You can, like I said, correct your diet. You can do detox smoothies, as long as you use the right ingredients, and so on. Research. Also, find out which form of kidney disease or kidney injury or so on that you have, because there's other things that you have to watch out for that can one detox is not the cover all for everything, because you have to figure out, okay, my kidneys, I have stage 2 kidney disease. What do I need to be doing? What kind of stage 2 kidney disease? Is it cancer? Or is it just disease? Or is it scar tissue from too many kidney stones? And so on. It could be a birth defect. It could be genetics. It could be a lot of things. Find out what's going to be right for you. Now, yes, I do have 3 kidney, and they also work for the liver detoxing tea mixes, and I will have the recipes for those in the description box below. Now, I had to cheat because there's no way on earth I'm going to remember all the foods that's going to be healthy to add to your diet to keep your kidneys and liver at maximum strength. As you know, kidney disease, there's a good chance you may reverse it some. Depends on how much damage has already been done. But I'm a firm believer miracles can happen and you can heal thyself. So, with that being said, I'm going to get my cheat sheet. Now, remember, I'm not perfect either. So, now, a lot of this you want to add into your diet and or change your diet, or you can make smoothies out of them and so on. Now, when you're changing your diet, allow for a cheat time where you can have, like that excess dessert or something like that. Because if you deny yourself, a treat once in a while, when you get a hold of it, you're going to binge eat it, and there goes all of what you're working to do. Now, like I said, depending on which kidney disease you have, the general one I'm looking at is when you have kidney damage, you need to especially lower your potassium intake. Don't completely drop potassium. You have to have some in your system or you'll make yourself sick. But you want to look for foods that are lower in potassium. Also, salt. Lower salt, but don't stop salt. Just don't go wild with the salt and quit using table salt. Evil stuff. Start looking for your healthier salt, not fake salt. That stuff is nasty and it's like battery acid. Now, for the ones who need the lower potassium, you want to, and I'm just going to do a general list, read out a general list of fruits, vegetables, meats, oils, nuts. There's when you're on the low potassium one, there's a lot of nuts you cannot have. So I just done a general list of things to discuss. So, but when you're detoxing, remember, you might not feel good. You might feel hyper. You might feel sluggish. You might want to go to sleep, take a nap if you can, lay down if you can, because your body is working overtime to flush that excess water out, the excess, all the toxins out of you, and the stress, and so on. So you could swing either way, or you can swing both ways, and have mood swings. just be prepared for it. Let's see. And also, it doing a kidney detox, which this will also detox your liver. So all your liver will flush out toxins and everything into your bloodstream or into your digestive system, and your kidneys is going to filter all that out. So take that into consideration as well. You don't want to stress your kidneys too much, but you want to make sure all of that is flushed out of you. All right, you're going to want to intake dark berries like your blueberries, your acai berries, strawberries, cherries, raspberries, pomegranates, and citrus. Now, talking about citrus. Now, if you're on blood pressure medication, make sure you do not take any grapefruit at all. I just avoid grapefruit because I don't like it. I have never liked grapefruit, and Junior can't be around grapefruit because of one of his medications. Now, I'm going to jump back and forth on vegetables and oils and nuts and so on because I was just jotting things down as I remembered and as I researched. Cauliflower is excellent. Olive oil and avocado oil are going to be your two best oils to use. The best thing people can do right now is go in your kitchen. If you've got anything canola oil, throw it in the garbage can. That stuff is nasty and it does horrible things in your body. Okay, garlic. Garlic does wonders. Also, winter squash. They're low in potassium. um, bell peppers, all your pretty much most of all your root vegetables, especially beets. Beets are extremely good for the kidneys. Now, you can juice the beets, drink them that way. You can roast them, the beets. You can dehydrate the beets and make powder, beet powder. You can add beets into smoothies. Beets are extremely important for good, strong kidney health. Okay, cabbage, skinless chicken. I know all the flavor is in the skin just about, but the skin has a lot of potassium in it and fats that can upset your kidneys and your liver as well and your pancreas. Okay, arugula. Now, I'm going to tell you, I do not like arugula. I can't help it. I do not like it. But if you do, arugula is very low in potassium and is excellent for kidney health. And you can also make it into smoothies, soups, salad, you name it. Just be careful what you put on the salad. A lot of people don't know that a lot of your cheese is very high in potassium. Do your research to see which cheeses are your low potassium cheeses. Cranberries. Of course, we know how important cranberries are for your kidney health. Now, the one thing people have to realize, that delicious cranberry juice that's oh so sweet and warm. No, no, not the sweetened one. You want to try to get away from heavy sugars and artificial sugars as well. Artificial sweeteners are doing more damage also. So, cranberry juice. Now, me personally, I love cranberry juice. I do not like unsweet cranberry juice. I can drink it in small doses. I prefer to take a cranberry pill, which is it's a capsule, and it has no sweetener in it. It's pure powdered cranberry, concentrated cranberries, and one capsule is the same as drinking a gallon of unsweet cranberry juice. Just if you take that cranberry pill, you have to make sure you drink enough water or other fluids, good fluids, behind it so that it actually doesn't cause trouble in your digestive system from being too acidic. Okay, red grapes, apples. Apples are high in fiber, low in potassium. Pineapples, very good for you, and it's natural sugar. Now, like I said, any of this you have to be careful, especially if you're a diabetic. Do your research because pineapple is high in natural sugar, which can affect a diabetic. So, onions. You can mix the onions, the bell peppers, and the garlic together, saute them or cook them together, and there you go. You're already starting on your pathway to extremely good kidney health. Just be careful what you cook them in. Uh, Macadamia nuts is almost the only safe nut for somebody to consume that has um, kidney damage. They do not affect it. They are low in potassium. They are high in many nutrients and vitamins. Egg whites. The egg whites are better. Now, if you don't eat a lot of eggs, if you don't consume a lot of eggs, you can eat the whole egg, just not a whole bunch of them. If you're wanting to make an omelet or something like that, where you have to use like 3 4 eggs, stick to the egg whites because it's the egg yolks. Unfortunately, the egg yolks have all the protein in them, but they also high in potassium and fats. Shiitake mushrooms are the best one to eat. The button mushrooms and the it just left me portobellos. Both of those are high in potassium. The shiitake mushrooms are not. Radishes. Radishes are so good. You can eat the daikon radishes, the little red radishes. Now, I know a lot, you can add them to salads. You can grate them. You can pickle them. Now, a lot of people don't like radishes because they can be spicy. If you oven roast them, they become sweeter. So that's one option. Just be careful what you mix with them, oil wise. Turnips are extremely good for people that have kidney problems or detoxing. All of this is good for detoxing your body, for optimum health of your kidneys and your liver. Shellfish and fish, extremely good, low in potassium, very good for kidney health, flushing kidneys, flushing your liver. Just be careful how much of it you eat so you don't, your lead levels, lead's naturally in the ocean. Fish naturally have lead in it. This does not mean stop eating fish. This means don't consume massive quantities of it. Okay, yogurt, very good for your kidneys. Beans, especially kidney beans. Yes, they're called kidney beans for a reason. They are shaped like our kidneys. They are known to flush fats and toxins and so on out of your kidneys. Like I said, research, y'all, research. Now, uh, cucumbers, extremely good for flushing your liver and your kidney. Um, you can eat them raw. You can eat them in salads. You can juice them. You can do cucumber water. So many things. You can pickle them. They're still good for you. Now, celery. Celery is another good one. But, like I said, be careful. Especially, you really don't need to be detoxing much at all if you're pregnant. Now, you can add these into your diet to make your baby healthier. but make sure you are getting a good strong dose of folic acid in your diet. Now, here's the thing about celery, especially be warned if you're pregnant. Juicing too much celery, just a bunch, uh, one bunch of celery. If you juice that and drink that, you will miscarry. I've known several who has miscarried because they were trying to get all healthy, doing the smoothies, trying to detox and stuff like that. And well, they ended up miscarrying because too much celery. Now, I'm not saying don't eat celery, just don't go bonkers with it. 2 or 3 stalks is wonderful. Okay, that's pretty much it on that talk. It's a life choice because why detox? Make yourself healthy and then go back to your evil ways. Now, I have 3 teas. Now, like I said, do your research. I will have all the vegetables and fruits. Now, they're not going to be in order. I'm not going to try to make sure all the vegetables are together, all the fruits together. You can do that. You can do that through while doing your research. Okay, there are apple cider vinegar is really good for detoxing the liver and the kidneys. Just don't intake so much that you hurt your stomach lining. Always be careful. Lemon juice, like I said, citrus juice is really good. The first kidney flush is, like I said, don't worry about taking notes. It'll be in the description box below the video. The first kidney uh, detox tea is a kidney flush tea. And like I said, be careful, especially if you have kidney damage, or be extra careful if you're on dialysis. Don't do anything uh, overboard, especially if you're on dialysis. Go through the list. Make sure you can even have what any of the detox ingredients are. You you got to do your own research. Okay, the first one is a kidney flush. This is where you flush your whole kidney system, and you're going to pee a lot, y'all, because it's a diuretic. Now, if you're on blood pressure pills, be careful because it's going to flush all the extra water and liquid in your system, and that can cause your blood pressure to drop. Now, make sure when you're doing this that you take in water and fluids so you don't become dehydrated, because being dehydrated can hurt your kidneys as well. It's a balancing game. Kidney flush. 4 cups of distilled or filtered water. If you're trying to flush the toxins out of your body, don't be using tap water. That stuff is nasty. Okay, you're going to want 1 cup of fresh dandelion leaves, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a half a lemon squeezed, fresh lemon juice or bottled. Just make sure the bottled is shook real good and it's a good brand. And you don't have to sweeten it. Some are purists and they don't sweeten their tea. Others like a little sweetener. All right, and please, if you love your kidneys, your liver, your joints, and everything, please avoid artificial sweeteners. Please avoid them evil things. All right, to sweeten it, you can use a tablespoon of stevia. I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't do that because personally, I do not like stevia whatsoever. It has a nasty aftertaste to it, kind of like battery acid. If you love stevia, go for it. Go for it. Or you can use a tablespoon of honey. Now, this one is not a detox. This one is a kidney flush. So, it's a good chance it will flush out small kidney stones and so on. Now, if you're under doctor's orders, you've got massive kidney stones that can cause harm. Be careful doing any flushes or detoxes of the kidney. There's a chance, yes, it could, uh, get rid of the stone, but it could also, unfortunately, cause those stones to move and become trapped in your urinary tract. So be careful. Be careful. Like I said, research is important, y'all. This is just encouragement to guide you. I know quite a bit about detoxing, but you have to do it responsibly. It's not a fad, it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle choice. You decide, hey, I'm going down the wrong pathway. I might want to put on the brakes and start doing better so I'll live longer. Is it a guarantee you'll live longer? No. But when your body is running like a well oiled machine, like it's supposed to, you're going to be healthier, you're going to be happier, you're not going to have as much inflammation, and you'll see things in a brighter light, y'all. Second one. Now, the second tea is a kidney detox tea. It also works on the liver and can work on the pancreas. So be careful about messing with the pancreas. That's more of a slippery slope, but this is more geared. Both these last two teas are more geared towards the kidneys, but it also works on the liver. All right, the second one is a kidney detox tea. 1 cup of stinging nettles. Y'all just don't realize everybody fusses about stinging nettles, but a lot of people don't realize just how amazing they are and what a healing, wonderful plant they are. So, now, on the 1 cup of stinging nettles, you can use fresh. I always prefer fresh. But if you don't have fresh, you can knock it down to a 1/2 cup of dried. I will add that into, the recipe will be down below. 1 cup of fresh stinging nettles or a 1/2 cup of dried. 4 cups of distilled or filtered water, and of course oh God, honey or stevia to taste. My body's going up against me. I'm being serious for a while. Okay, the third one is a hard push detox. When you really need to detox your kidneys, it's going to detox your liver as well. And if you're holding on to a lot of fluid, that second one and this third one, if you're holding on to a lot of fluid, be prepared because you're going to pee. You're going to urinate a whole lot. Just make sure that you are still drinking plenty of fluids, not alcohol. I'm not a prude, but alcohol will dehydrate you. Alcohol dehydrates people. The detox is flushing water out of your system and trapped water pockets and stuff like that. So make sure that you stay hydrated. All right, the kidney detox tea number 2 is 4 cups of distilled and filtered water, a 1/2 cup of stinging nettles, that's either fresh or dried, a 1/2 cup of dandelion root, um, fresh or dried, a tablespoon. This is once the tea has steeped and everything. When you put it into your cup, you'll strain it from the pot into your cup. Leave room in your cup. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, this one I prefer. If you need to sweeten it, please just use honey on this one. And that's pretty much most of my notes. Because I'm sorry, y'all. I knew I wasn't going to remember all that. Every once in a while, we have to have notes. And it's not so much a cheat sheet. I want to do y'all right by teaching y'all. No, I'm not a doctor. I might as well be, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a practicing physician. I'm an herbalist that has a passion for healing people and myself. Now, with all this being said, caffeine in moderation. Caffeine does harm to your kidneys unless you're drinking other fluids to flush it out. It also harms your liver unless you're drinking other fluids to flush it out. Please do not just go to dropping caffeine completely out of your system all at once, because I'm telling you, you're going to have ungodly migraines. Everything in moderation, people. Try to change your diet. Try to get away from stress. Listen, I know what's going on in the world is stressful. It's a mindset, y'all. If I can do it, I know you can. Stay informed, but don't let it paranoia you. You can do it. I can do it. I can read about all kinds of stuff. Listen every once in a while about stuff. But you know what? I'm informed and I don't give it power over me. Don't give things power over you. If you're in a stressful job, I'm not saying quit your job. Contemplate. Things are a little iffy now. If you got a good job, I'd hold on to it. But learn how to go to a job like that when your time is done of working there that day. When you walk out of that building or whatever, you leave that crap right there. All that stress, all that anger and stuff, you leave that crap at the door, because it has no power over you, and you don't give it a right to come home with you and disturb the peace and quiet of your home. People have to learn how to do this. It's all a mindset. Mind over matter. What doesn't matter, you don't mind. Learn how to let it go. Just learn to start adding slowly. Slowly work everything in. Work everything in. You're going to find out and start noticing when you start getting rid of all that processed crap. You quit doing all that. I don't know why fast is correct. I don't know why they call it food, because it's crap. It's not food. Once you start weaning yourself from that, you're going to see your health getting better. Start watching where you get your food from. Start looking for, it's a little late in the season, but farmers markets. Don't get pulled into the overpriced organic, but get what you can when you can organically, and so on. Change your diet slowly. Add more, I know it's hard, fruits and vegetables. You can do it. Because a lot of times they throw frozen food on sale. That's when you get it. Because you can't always have fresh vegetables, but you can always have frozen or canned or home canned. There, or you powder it up, making vegetable powders. to add to your food, your soups, your smoothies. You'll notice a big difference. There's many, many ways to add decent nutrition into your diet. You can do it. All right. I think I've covered most of all the bases. I don't see any more of my notes. I took notes and wrote down my thoughts because I wanted to remember them. Like I said, I'm not perfect, y'all. But I hope this encourages you to don't just go out there and detox for the heck of it. Do it for a reason. Do it because you want to be healthier. Do it because you want to change your life. You want to be healthier. You want to live longer for those grandbabies, for those great grandbabies. Now, I'm not talking about babysitting them all the time. I'm talking about enjoying time with them, having more years. Don't be a babysitting service. They'll drive you crazy. I'm telling you, they will. But you can do it. It's all a mindset. You just got to believe in yourself. And above all else, I want everybody to be healthier than they are now. I mean, don't go uber crazy with being like gone crazy being a health fanatic, because remember, a lot of those health fanatics, they're just as sick as a lot of other people are. You can overdo it. Like I said, research. Find out, especially if you have kidney damage or so on. Find out what kind of damage. Is it genetic? Is it disease? Is it injury? Is it cancer? And go from there. Find out what will work best for you. This is simple. This is easy. Too many people make it hard. And when things are hard to do, that's when they got you, because there you go. You're discouraged from doing it. And you'll just keep eating the crap that they advertise on the TV. They sell the crap in the store. And I'm telling you, be careful. The main thing you need to do as well is read labels on everything before you buy it. Because I'm telling you, these labels are getting nasty. Really nasty, the ingredients are. And then, of course, we don't know if they're telling the truth about everything that's really in there. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Everyone, stay positive. You got this. You can do this. You only detox when you know for a fact that you want to be healthier. It's not a trend. It's it's just not a fad. It's a lifestyle. All of it is a lifestyle. And once you start doing it and doing it and doing it, you train yourself. It's a mindset. Once you get it in your mind, it becomes easier because you're just going to naturally flock to healthier alternatives for a longer, healthier life. Everyone, take care. I hope this video encourages you to get a little healthier. Everyone, continue to stock up your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you, medicinals that will heal you, protection of all kinds, and the bare essentials. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot. Love y'all. See you soon.